Guys. Sorry, didn't post this yesterday after my fun adventures of meal prepping. And then my husband and I went and worked out and realized that we're not in our teens anymore and probably overdid it. I took a nap. I was really tired and really cold. Can I just say the cold does not agree with you once you've had any type of bariatric surgery? It's ridiculous and hurts in your bones. Like, you don't understand that until you had gastric bypass, and if you have, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I just got finished working out and had a little break, so I figured I'd make a video. And plus, I wanted to give a shout out to somebody the other day was talking about, like, what do I do? I think it was Chris. Was like, well, I'm kind of starting to notice some skin baggage and all of this. So, I wanted to give an example. Freedom, ladies. Like, it's the thing that I hate the most. Right now, it's the thing that drives me absolutely crazy. My husband is like, please quit playing with your skin. That's disgusting. Because I'm like, oh, look at this. This is terrible. I mean, like, look. Like, I have a legit muscle right there, ladies. What? But you can't tell because you're sitting here looking at this. So, embrace the skin sagginess. I don't know what to tell you. I am saving up my pennies, hoping this summer to maybe have some skin removal surgery because these arms and this gut are ridiculously nasty. Like I should be 90 years old and just deflated. But anyway, moving on. So, I wanted to talk. So, last week I gave y'all a challenge to look through your pantry, be observant of what you eat during the week, and what is not on the little parameters of your grocery store. So, as you know, I've been reading tons of books since I've had surgery. Trying to, if you think back 10, 20 years ago, everybody was doing low fat. Eat this rice cake, it's low fat. It's only 120 calories and all of this. Well, the carbs in that little rice cake are like 27 and carbs. And if you're going to do any type of carb maintenance watching, I guess is what we should call it, low carb lifestyle, that like pretty much blew it out the water. So I am all for counting calories, watching what you put in your body. If you want to count carbs, that's great too. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a dietitian. I only know what works for my body and what I have found. And my body does not agree with carbs. I will say this. Because for the past months, I just feel terrible. Just absolutely feel terrible. And just tired still. Like around 2, 3 o'clock, I'm like, ooh, I could really take a nap. Oh my God, I'm so tired. And of course, I'm watching my calories and doing, 1,500 or less for the most part. And I'm like, man, I should really start feeling better. This is ridiculous. And so read some books and kind of changed the way that not only I'm doing things, but the way that my whole family's doing things. And I know that y'all know this because I've talked about it. So we went gluten-free with our kids. Now, as far as me, I'm not having really anything that has any carbs in it. I've been keeping my carbs to less than 30 a day. So, and that works for me. Like, I have energy, besides yesterday, out the wazoo. Y'all, this house is clean. It is sparkling, shining bright like a diamond. It is so nice. And normally, like, meal prep day would just totally wipe me out. Well, yesterday we got it all done, and then we went and worked out. And, of course, then I took a nap. So I guess that really doesn't count. But Anyway, here nor there. Still worked out yesterday on top of doing meal prep, which you ladies know meal prep is no joke. That's like the Iron Man of the week. You know, when you're meal prepping for 5 people and 4 of them eat astronomically large amounts of food that you're now having to make because they can't have gluten. So you're like Betty Homemaker trying to make some freaking homemade bread. I mean, good gosh. Where's my gold star, people? Gold star. Made bread yesterday. Made bread. Although I will say it could serve as a sofa lifter. I mean, it's like a brick, y'all. We could use it as a concrete sidewalk. I mean, it's pretty hard, but hey, it's bread. Woo. Anyway, so we've changed a lot in this house, and let me tell you this. 1 week after my kids went gluten free, we got a call from one of their teachers, and they're like, I don't know what y'all have done, but these kids are doing so good. And my twins have learning disabilities, and so they were like, they read their first chapter book and understood it. I mean, like, comprehended it enough to make 100 on a little AR test. What? That is phenomenal. I mean, we were like, where's the party at, people? Because we're excited about this. And so it's there. Like, the proof is there that whatever is in this is not affecting my family good. So we've pretty much just wiped it all out. And as far as for me, so last week, I'm hardly doing any carbs. Last week, I bought the boys these something diamond, blue diamond almond crackers, cinnamon with honey, little like almond, kind of like rice cake, little bitty tiny crackers. I was like, oh, you know what? I haven't had hardly any carbs today. I could eat just a handful of those and it'll be good. Y'all, I got so sick. Ooh, I got so sick. I'm telling y'all, I came home and I went to bed. It was like, ooh, and I was like, man, that's weird, you know? I'm probably more in tune with my body now since I've had the surgery. Like, I know exactly what's going to tip me off. I know exactly, you know, how my body's feeling, how my body reacts to things. It's like I'm ultra sensitive to that stuff now. And so I talked to my husband. I was like, it's done. I'm done. I'm not doing it. And let me tell y'all, it has been so great. And it's really got me thinking, after all of these books that I've read, all of us know how to lose weight. We all know what we're supposed to do because we've all heard it until we're blue in the freaking face. Go back to the way that they ate 100 years ago. Eat, you know, free-range chicken, grass-fed beef, things without hormones. Because if you pump hormones and antibiotics into your meat, you're ultimately ingesting that, which is not good, you know. And so, meat's great. Vegetables in their true form are great. You know, I will say that I love bird's eye little cauliflower rice steamers. Mashed some of those up the other day and added some cream cheese to it and some Parmesan cheese and baked it, and ooh, it's like eating a tater. It was so good. I will say you need to puree those cauliflower things though, because when it's hard, it's not that good. Learned that from trial and error. But anyway, so I've changed up a lot of my recipes, my snack bags. Still do those religiously. I do make the pork rind bread and have that because I love bread. I'm like Oprah. I love bread. I just love it. And so I don't feel like I'm doing without. Like, I have that. And I did my shout out to Dawn for the pepperoni chips. Been doing my little turkey pepperoni chips. I have a little baby plate, and I put my little pepperoni chips on there, pop them in the microwave while I'm getting the kids' stuff all together in the morning. Take my little cheese square out of the little Sargento sharp cheddar, put it on the plate too, make me a little cheese crisp. There I go. It's like a little bit of heaven in your mouth during the day. You feel like you're cheating yourself. You really do. You feel like, man, I'm really cheating myself eating this yummy cheesy crisp. But really, so when you have gastric bypass or sleeve, or you're trying to just lose weight in general, you need fat to burn fat. I know that that's crazy. I understand that's crazy. You've got to have your protein, your good fats like avocado, olive oil, coconut oil, real butter, real butter. Quit buying that plastic margarine. Use real butter sticks. They got those Kerrygold butter sticks, man. Those things are, that is so good. And put that on a little bit of cream beans, saute that up. Boy, that's not a bad deal. I mean, that's pretty good, pretty tasty. So, another thing that we watch a lot, and I will say, because I'm real with y'all, I'm not going to lie to you, this is not easy, is cutting out your sugar and your artificial sweeteners. I can't do it, y'all. I have tried and tried to just go cold turkey with sugar and artificial sweeteners, but I got to have my creamer in the morning. Ugh, I just gotta have it. So there's some stipulations. There's some I ain't gonna do it. This brings me joy, and I'm just gonna count it in to my little carbs and my little calories for the day. I love sugar-free French vanilla creamer. I know it. I said it. Y'all can crucify me later because I'm drinking artificial sweeteners. That is the only thing during the day that I have that has any type of bad stuff in it. But that's I ain't gonna give it up. Just can't do it because I got to have coffee to function. Otherwise, I'd just be like a walking vampire, and that's not pretty because I don't sparkle like on Twilight. But anyway, so that's my one. I ain't gonna do it. Now, as far as everything else, if you look on your packets, say you're eating sugar-free pudding out the wazoo because it's going to go down great. It's going to go down great. You're going to feel good. You're not going to throw up and all of that. If it has aspartame in it, y'all need to throw that stuff out. I'm telling you this because I know from experience. My grandmother, who I love more than anything, had lymphoma, and lymphoma is known to be caused from artificial sweetener aspartame. She drank Diet Cokes all day, every day. She was a very large woman. So if you consume those artificial sweeteners, your body's going to crave the sugar, okay? So you're going to crave more sweet things. You're going to crave more of the stuff that your body doesn't need. So, oh look, Shad just walked in. Anyway, so don't have those because they're not good for your body. So we've cut that stuff out. And then with the boys, what we do for them, because they drink stuff, I just make sure that it is stevia and doesn't have any dye in it. So for them, that's worked out really great. You can find, like Mio has some. If you don't like just drinking straight water, they have some that have no artificial coloring, and they're made from stevia. Now you have to read all the backs of all this stuff because they'll stick that aspartame or all different kinds of names for stuff. So if it doesn't say stevia or sucralose or something like that, then I wouldn't drink it. But as far as that, like, think about your body as being a machine. So if you're going to put crap into your body, you're going to get crap out. So if you don't put in the right fuel for your body's not going to perform the way that it needs to perform for you. So we've changed a lot, and it's really working. And I can notice a really big difference in how I function throughout the day. And I mean, the kids and things too are doing really well. And that dude right there, Shad, he is super awesome because he didn't want to do the gluten free stuff. He didn't want to do it, but he is doing so well, and he's going to the gym and working out, and he has so much energy and things like that. So it's really worked out for us. So my best advice is to stick with the parameters of your grocery store. Don't eat things that are not found in nature. Like, if you can't pronounce it, you probably shouldn't be eating it. And I will say, like, you're going to have some I ain't gonnas. Like, I'm not going to give up chips or something like that. Okay, well, let's find a healthier option for that. And it could be your veggie straws. Like, veggie straws is so good, and they're gluten free, so my kids can eat them and all of that. But I've actually kind of stopped eating them just because they do contain so many carbs, and I don't want to use all my carbs in one thing. So same with bananas. I don't eat any bananas anymore because the carbs are so high. So I've started taking a potassium supplement because my potassium is always very low. But if you guys have any questions on how I'm doing meal prep and things like that differently now, as opposed to how I was doing it before, I'd love to give you some recipes on some things that we're doing. Like yesterday, we spent practically the whole day grilling all morning. I mean, Shad was like the grill master of chicken. I mean, good golly, we have so much chicken out there. But and go through our refrigerators and things like that if you guys want to see that on what we do as far as now kind of doing a low carb thing just to try it out. We just wanted to just kind of try it out and be guinea pigs. Well, this is really starting to work. I mean, we're really kind of pumped up about it. So if you guys have any questions, just holler at me and let me know. Bye. Y'all have a good week.